What's going on, guys? Today we have an SSD from Samsung. Alright guys, so we have the Samsung 860 EVO. This is the 1 terabyte version. Normally, if you were to purchase this, it would be $150. I already have one of these in my computer. I decided I needed a little bit more space that was directly on my computer to make another backup. So I bought this actually on a Black Friday sale from Newegg.com. I got it for $100. So this is the cheapest I've ever seen this particular hard drive and size. And I just had to jump on it for that price. You can't go wrong for $100. Anyway, without getting too techy, I just want to do a quick run through of the available drives from Samsung and what they mean and what you can expect from this particular one. So the 860 EVO is basically the best bang for your buck hard drive. Basically, essentially, that in a nutshell. If you guys know nothing about computers, this is not a super high-tech computer channel or anything like that. We try and dumb it down for the regular people out there watching these videos. Basically, what that means is that for your hard drive speed and hard drive amount, so the size of the hard drive, you're getting the most hard drive size for the money. Once you switch over to the SSD hard drive, so you have SSD, NVMe, and HDD. So basically the differences between those is NVMe goes directly onto your motherboard. 99% of the time it's covered up by some panel on your motherboard, so you never even see it. If you build your own computer, you obviously know that that's there and what you put in it. But typically, you'll find those in laptops. Regular SSDs, which are these, basically it's solid-state drive, so there's no moving parts inside, and they are usually, 9 times out of 10, the fastest hard drive that you could buy. And then the HDD just means that there's moving parts inside. They're the least reliable, but also the most cost-effective. So if you need a ton of fucking storage space, look more towards the HDD. And if you're looking more for reliability and speed, with a good storage amount, go 860 EVO. SSD in general, it is a step up from a regular standard hard drive. One for reliability and for speed, obviously. So within the Samsung line, they have the QVO, the EVO, and the Pro series. So within that, there's numbers and all that other good stuff. But basically, QVO, quality and value optimized. That's what that stands for. Basically, that means if you're broke, go for the QVO option. If you don't want to spend a lot of money, this is right there for you. Again, we're strictly talking about SSDs now. So you get the EVO line. Basically, that stands for extra virgin olive oil. And if you guys know anything about cooking, that's what you want to get. But yeah, the Evolution line for the EVO, that's your middle of the road. And then the Pro model means you can't afford that. So just don't even look at that. But if you did want to go up that high and you got, a ball of money in your fucking pocket, it's not that crazy, but they do tend to be about double the price for Pro model hard drives. Strictly speaking from the Samsung version. That's basically your quick rundown. For this drive in particular, the 860, we're looking at 550 megabytes per second on the read. So that's how fast it accesses the data that's on the hard drive. And we have 520 write speed. So that's how fast, when you go to save something, it saves it onto the drive itself. The next step up from there was the Pro, so it's the 860 Pro. And there's not much difference at all in the two hard drives. So it's 560, so 10 megabytes per second faster on the read and the write speed. So not that much difference in price. I couldn't justify going with the 860 Pro. Typically, like $25 to $30 more expensive from the various websites I was looking at. But again, this one happened to be the one that was on sale. So I went with that one. When you go into like the 970 and the 980 EVOs, they have the EVO Plus, and the EVO Pro category. You have the 970 and 980, but the 970 comes in the EVO, the Plus, and the Pro models. Those are strictly NVMe, so those are the M.2 ports, and they, like I said, they slide into the motherboard. There's a separate port dedicated just for that hard drive. If you guys are not into building computers, have never done it or anything, It's not that hard to change. It's not that hard to put in. Nothing on a computer is really all that hard to change out. But if you guys are nervous at all opening up your tower, not going to be changing out a hard drive at all if you're too scared to take it off. But if you want to get a little crazy and start opening up the tower, and again, you're talking for the most part 5 screws. For most of them, a lot of the newer ones now, they're just 2 thumb bolts. You just unscrew a panel and it comes right off. But you're literally just making 2. You have 1 wire, you're plugging it into the hard drive, 1 wire into the motherboard. You're just looking for an available SATA port. So that's SATA. And you plug it right into your motherboard. Nothing crazy at all. And then you're just going to screw it in. If you haven't done anything before, I would recommend going with like HDD, but the SSDs are just as easy to install. They have brackets. If you don't have an extra bracket, which you probably don't for the SSD, but for the hard drive, they'll screw to the computer tower itself. So you'll have slots for it. Again, once you open it up, every computer is different, so you can't sit there and say that this is the definition of how to do it, because every tower is different, whether you go custom or a factory built like an HP or something like that. Those pre-built computers usually do have extra room to put hard drives in of various sorts, whether you're doing NVMe or SSD or HDD. So you'll have that room. When you go custom, that's when you got to start looking into, if you need extra brackets and all that other nonsense. Let's stop yapping about this and let's crack this thing open. Show you quickly what the hard drive itself looks like. So pop this out of the box. Very easy. You got your manual, and here's the hard drive itself. So as you can see, incredibly tiny, nothing to it at all. Here's the back side of it with all the specs, and these are the ports I was telling you about. So we're going to hook it up with this one directly into the motherboard, and you'll have your hard drive ready to go. So very simple. Once you plug it in, it's pretty self-explanatory. You open it up, and like I said, we're not going to get into all the installs and all the tech. If you guys want to see how that's done, it's very easy. I'll show you, or I'll help you. I have no problem helping you guys out. If you guys have questions about, in detail, you want to interact with us directly, head over to the Facebook page or the Instagram page, and you guys can send us messages directly. We're more than happy to help you out with whatever, anything that you guys have questions about. Feel free to message us on the social media platforms, and we'll be more than happy to help you guys, no problem. So yeah, that's basically it. That's the quick rundown of the Samsung 860 EVO. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button if you enjoyed this content. We have new videos coming out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And don't forget to hit up the social media pages. Make sure you follow us on there. We guys post all the new content that is from here. We notify you guys on there first before it goes live on YouTube. And yeah, so again, thank you guys for watching. Take care.